Well, February always looked like a pivotal month for City, and 2 weeks in, there seems no let-up in the significance of each fixture. Sandwiched in between the two legs of the titanic tussle with Real Madrid is today's equally huge duel with Newcastle United, as the Blues switch their attention from the Champions League to continuing their quest to be back in it next season. The ball is with Gundogan on the edge of the centre circle, only about 7 or 8 metres inside the Newcastle half. He looks up, doesn't see any options, so he plays it short to Marmoush, on towards Foden in the channel, and Foden gets away. He's in a crossing position, puts it in low, and Bruyne, the giant Bruyne, stretches out one of those never-ending legs and clears it. Picked up by Gvardiol. Gvardiol about midway inside the Newcastle half, back to Gundogan, and City going back towards their own goal now. Kuzanov in the centre circle. City fans know they've got a big part to play in this very important game. Remember, the next 2 games in the Premier League here are against Newcastle and Liverpool. Now Gvardiol comes forward, on it goes to Marmoush. Marmoush now opens up, can he clip one in? Well, he did. It was a narrow angle, he hits it over the crossbar, but he had the confidence to have a go, and it was a decent effort, but always rising.
Yeah, as this ball's fired into his feet, there's a slight miscontrol there, right to left, and then takes it away on the angle. Not sure whether he's thinking of crossing or shooting. Looking from there, it's a shot at goal, it's not a cross, always rising.
City have it in the 19th minute, 0-0, no genuine chances to speak of, and no real moment where you think one team is getting the initiative. City controlling a lot of the possession. The ball is with Ederson. Ederson again popping it long towards Marmoush, and Marmoush is in! It's one-on-one with Dubravka, and he scores! And Newcastle are undone by a long ball over the top, and Omar Marmoush does score his first goal for City. It's City 1, Newcastle 0. Ederson, we spoke about that long ball that he has in his armoury. He's just played one there.
Well, Ali, we said it was an option, and it was an option that paid big dividends. It was a wonderful run from Marmoush. It was picked out by Ederson, 10 yards out of his box. He sees the one-on-one situation with Trippier. He comes under the through ball, but then the quality of the finish is magnificent.
It's actually now the most number of assists by any goalkeeper in the history of the Premier League. And City are coming forward now with Gundogan. Gundogan darting through the middle, on towards Marmoush, hits it, 2-0! City 2, Newcastle 0. Omar Marmoush with his second goal. It took a deflection, but that will not take the goal away from him, and suddenly the Blues have daylight.
Well, you've got a player who's at the top of his game right away in his City career. A wonderful movement, touch, it creates the shooting opportunity. Yes, possibly a slight deflection on the shot, but Gundogan sliding that ball perfectly. Played onside by Bruyne, comes inside, 2 touches, strike, slight deflection, but Marmoush will be credited with his second today.
But here comes Isak for Newcastle. He's in the penalty area. Isak, first time we've seen him, clips the ball in, headed away by Lewis, and then further by Gundogan. And Nico takes control of the situation. Pros it to Gundogan, that's nicely done. And Gundogan spins away, and on it goes to Savinho. And now City can counter, and the City fans are getting excited by what they're witnessing here. On goes Savinho, prods it to Foden, back to Savinho. Oh, Dubravka just about saves it. It's spilt off him, and then Bruyne hit it off Savinho and out for a goal kick.
Ali, in complete contrast to where the goals have come from, this was quick forward play from back to front, into pass, short, sharp passes, cut through Newcastle. Savinho just doesn't quite get the power and whip on the shot that he was hoping for.
Gvardiol picks it up. On it goes to Gundogan. Gundogan back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol turns and comes back inside. And Gvardiol checks and comes back a second time. Oh, it's not a great ball, and Newcastle have it, and Isak's in the area, and Isak will shoot. He puts it wide, took a deflection, I think, and it goes out for a corner. Looked like Isak must score, but City were careless, and in the end they were nearly punished. As Foden gets the ball, and he darts across the halfway line, Tonali comes with it. Now it's on to Savinha. Savinha trying to take on Hall down this near side. Savinha around the outside, hits in a low ball, 3-0. Omar Marmoush hat-trick, Savinha with the assist, and all of a sudden there is massive daylight between City and Newcastle, and Omar Marmoush has his first English match ball. City 3, Newcastle 0. Omar Marmoush with the hat-trick.
Brilliantly crafted move. Foden feeding Savinha, who goes one-on-one with Hall and just leaves him for dead, knocks it out of his feet, but the cutback is superb. Rolled at the right pace for Marmoush just to run onto, totally unmarked, to whip that ball home for his hat-trick, and a sensational opening half for City.
Gundogan can't quite get to it. Away by Tonali. Isak can't get to it. Won back by Marmoush. Now Gvardiol goes round the outside. Gvardiol tries to get to the byline and he wins a corner off Murphy. Really well played by Gvardiol.
Yeah, really good spell of pressure from City, keeping Newcastle penned in, not able to clear their lines, and in the end, the positive run from Guardiola wins, I think, City's first corner of the second half.
As Foden whips in an out-swinging corner. Haaland heads it! Oh, right at the goalkeeper. It was a clear header, but it was straight into Dubravka's body.
Yeah, just didn't have the direction. Look at the way he has to, just stutters on his run, but powers the header down. But it is straight at Dubravka.
Now then, it's with Tonali. Tonali still in the final third, Newcastle. On the edge of it with Livramento. Fire the wide to Murphy. Crossing position for Murphy. Murphy, right wing, plays it backwards to Tonali. Tonali, fairly central, hits a ball out wide to Livramento. Livramento, inside to Murphy, back to Livramento, back to Miley. All in and around the City penalty area. Little flick, good play. Livramento with a chance, sets up. Oh, he went the wrong way, but Miley might shoot. And Ederson makes the save. That's Newcastle's first attempt on target of any meaning, and it was palmed away by Ederson.
Newcastle's best chance of the game. Possible shot. Could have gone in there, but in the end, Miley with a left-footed drive straight at Ederson. They've controlled the game in a really commanding fashion, City, in this second half.
McAtee into Doku. Doku down the left wing and he's away from Cher. Now Doku gets towards the edge of the penalty area. Options in the middle. Still with Doku. Doku now plays it across to the edge of the area where Savinha hits the shot, takes a deflection, corner.
You see him trying to wind that ball into the far corner around Dan Burn, deflected away for a corner.
Hits in towards the near, helped on by Haaland, 4-0. Turned in over the line by McAtee. It was a flick on the near post and McAtee just helped it over the line, and City now have their fourth goal and McAtee has his sixth of the season.
Well, just stand in that back post position, and Erling Haaland does brilliantly with the in-swinging near post corner, flicked on, and look at McAtee. He's there, covers that back post space, and does well in the end to evade the attentions of Tonali to side foot home.
As McAtee scores his second Premier League goal, his sixth in all competitions. Kovacic to Nico, Nico to Kovacic, and a quite complete performance from City. Two teams who are both eyeing the top four. Chelsea's defeat last night meant that whoever won this game would go into the top four this afternoon. The hat-trick, the match ball will all go to Omar Marmoush. The final score, City 4, Newcastle United 0.